Partners, Don and Gino.
Should know about real estate and financing, so much more to help guide you to personal financial wellness. That's what we do. So check us out at donandgino.com. Click on Listen Chat Live, and you can enter the vault, because that's the only way you can get in here now, because the door is locked. So you have to go online to donandgino.com and click on Listen to Chat Live, and it is live. We have 3 HD cameras here. You'll see that our studio just got a lot more handsome with our guests here, not just Gino and I know you get tired of just seeing us, so you have to check out Matt Cran and Gerald L. Marcus himself, because we have the law offices of Gerald L. Marcus here to share with you what you need to know about why you need a personal injury attorney. Unfortunately, accidents happen. I know you've heard me say that, but it does. So we have a very, very experienced personal injury attorney. Started in 1987, fellow Matador. All right, yeah. CSUN, I like that, I like that. Been in the industry even prior to that for 7 years. He's helped over 10,000 clients.
Correct.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's a few people.
I like the other number, Don.
Yeah.
100 million.
In settlements, arbitration, awards, and jury verdicts for his clients. I thought I'd say the right words and not just
said them all
winning.
perfectly. Right.
But that's a big deal. I mean,
is.
You got to be really proud of helping. That's a lot of people to be able to help.
You know, more important than the numbers truly are helping people in accidents who really don't know what to do, which direction to go in, and helping them and not letting them get taken advantage of by the insurance companies and the industry, so that you can get them what they're entitled to. And
insurance companies would never try to shortchange you, would they?
Never, never, never. I mean, that's truly one of the misconceptions is a lot of people do call us within a week or two after they've had some type of an accident and they've been hurt. It could be a car accident or a fall or hurt by a dangerous product.
Dog bite.
Whatever it might be. And they've been contacted by the insurance company for whoever the person was that caused the accident or the injury, and they're led to believe that they don't need to be represented, and they're led to believe that the insurance industry or the company is going to do the right thing and pay for their medical bills, and they kind of get lured into this
without any representation.
Correct.
Okay.
And they call us and we say it's really not going to work that way. They don't work for you, they work for the insurance company, and
No.
their job
love that.
is to minimize what they pay out and to protect their assets and get rid of you as quickly as possible without representation. Sometimes people get it and they talk to their friends or family and they decide to retain an attorney, whether it's us or another firm. Other times they don't. They give it a shot, and months can go by, and lo and behold, they call us back and they say, you know, you were right. They're denying my claim now, or they're blaming it on something else, and it's just the way the industry works. So you need to be represented.
I've definitely had that phone call in the past before. I pretty much got run over by a huge truck.
That's not fun.
And
yeah.
I immediately, like 48 hours later, had an offer for, I think, a $500 check.
That was generous.
Yeah.
You probably broke a bone or something.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, yeah, here you go. Here, let me just give you a $500 check. Should be fine, right? So, you know, I think that's pretty common, is they try to get to you quickly before you, sometimes before even the pain sets in.
Yeah.
Before you even know what might be wrong with you.
Yeah, Matt, I'll ask you this question, because, the insurance background and stuff. They're not trained to help basically mediate this as quickly as possible before an attorney gets involved and raises potential other concerns and expenses, right?
They absolutely are. Absolutely. The faster they can settle a claim, the cheaper the claim's going to be in the end. But they're not taking into consideration all of the different concerns of the injured party as to whether or not they're going to need future treatment, and how can you make that decision after 2 days as to what your injuries are, what's the extent of your injury, when you haven't even seen a doctor to diagnose that injury. And it may be something as simple as soft tissue injuries, whiplash, that will take some time to for your body to recover. But sometimes it's more serious than that, and it takes some time for that to settle in. But if they can, just like you, offer you that $500 and get you to sign that release, too many times we have clients that have well, they're not our clients, but they've taken the bait, and then they call us after the fact saying, hey, I signed a release for $500, but I'm in a lot of pain, and now I need this procedure done. And it's too late, because
So
they've almost been...
Do they waive the rights then if they basically do that?
Correct.
So you guys can, this is really good. I'm glad you guys are here on our show. And again, we're here with Gerald L. Marcus and Matt Crane with the law offices, Gerald L. Marcus. They do have a local office here, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Quite a big firm, too. You should check out their website. Holy cow, well done. If you want to know anything about personal injury, anything about, they have videos, they have step-by-step processes, they have information. It's not like a big yellow page ad that said, Larry H. Parker got me $1 million. It's real stuff. It's real information for real clients, real people like you, like us. And it's good that you guys can actually enlighten people on what they don't know. Because you're right, they get in an accident, they don't even think about these things. But you've helped so many people with stuff that has been reoccurring or may appear later or whatever to enlighten them what they should be protected against. Am I right?
Right. Correct. Well, there's a few things that some people don't know when they call us or any personal injury attorney. Matt, by the way, Matt's been with us for a few years, and he's an insurance adjuster specialist, so we got really lucky to pick him up. It really improved our roster because he's got the insight
insider
from
trading
the other
on.
side in what they're doing, and it makes us much more effective and helps our clients. That's the most important thing. But
that's funny. That's a theme of our
I was
show.
to say the theme today.
Yeah, because our other guest right before you is Jeff Hunter. He's a short sale negotiator.
Okay.
He came from the other side, basically working for the banks on their behalf, and now he knows all the insider stuff of how they get you off the phone, how to, all that's mumbo jumbo. Now he knows how to negotiate. Kind of like Matt, you know a little bit of that insider stuff, so you do know how they can work around having to deal with attorneys such as Gerald L. Marcus and all you guys that are going to protect the client.
Absolutely. I mean, that's our job, is to protect them and to make sure that they know what the process is going to be from A to Z up front. And, just making sure that we're holding their hands, because when you're in an accident, your life can be turned upside down and things can get kind of chaotic. So we let them know up front that, hey, if you're injured, worry about getting yourself better. Let us handle the legal part of it. Let us talk to the insurance companies. Let us, facilitate the vehicle inspections, just so they can kind of, relax a little bit and do what they need to do to get their life back on track. Because sometimes it can really flip it around.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And and I cut you off on.
No, that's okay. I was going to say, Matt's right on point. It basically takes the mystery out for the client who's never been involved in the process, never pursued a personal injury case. Maybe a lot of people have had accidents, but they weren't hurt, or it wasn't that bad, so they didn't really pursue a claim. But when they do call an attorney, usually something's wrong. There's a lot on their mind. It's a mystery. What do I do? Who do I trust? So we try and take that mystery out of it and explain. And to simplify the process, in any personal injury case, we tell our prospective clients, there's 3 component parts to every case. It's liability, and that's what are the facts of the accident, who's at fault, and there can be a lot of issues in that. Could be simple or complex. The collectability is, who are the insurance companies? And 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, if the person at fault was not insured, and there's a lot of people that don't carry insurance, the claim is not going to be pursued. The reality is we want to help people and we'll guide them, but people who buy insurance buy it for a reason, for peace of mind and protect their liability. If for whatever reason someone couldn't afford insurance or they're just left uninsured, it's not our goal at all to pursue a claim on behalf of our client against an individual to destroy their life, because at the end of the day, it's an accident, and so we put it in perspective. No one did anything on purpose. So collectability is important. The third component is the injuries or the damages, and how are they suffering, and what's the diagnosis, and what treatment do they have. And that's really how the valuation process is determined, by the damages. What I was going to say earlier, what a lot of people don't know is how the fee structure works. And a lot of people do know, but it's a contingency fee basis, which basically means the client has literally no risk, no exposure. They don't have to plop down a big retainer a fee like they would to a criminal defense attorney or a real estate attorney or an hourly whatever attorney. We work based on the straight contingency of 1/3 of whatever the gross recovery
So
is.
you guys don't get paid unless you actually
Correct.
accomplish,
So we have
the
skin in
goals.
the game.
Okay, I like that.
Number one, and the way that we take a case is not based on how big or how small. If someone got hurt and it's someone else's fault and there is insurance, they're entitled to be represented and they're entitled to be compensated. So we take that case. We don't discriminate based on the size or other issues. We fight them all equally hard. The second,
I like that piece because that was highlighted very diligently in all your websites and the direction and your philosophies and practices, and I applaud you at that because
Thank you.
Unfortunately attorneys get a bad rap, and
we do.
I think you're only second to the mortgage industry in the last few years. So when we come back, and again we're here with Gerald L. Marcus himself from the law office of Gerald L. Marcus. Let's talk a little bit more about what they can expect and some of the myths about hiring an attorney, getting a personal injury attorney, how that can affect their life and assist them, because a lot of times they're afraid of hiring an attorney. We'll come back, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Don't go away.